All right, everybody, we're back, and today is the day. Today is D-Day, your lucky, lucky day, and let me explain to you why. For the last few days, for the last week or so, we've been talking to you about all kinds of excellent value that you can get in terms of your competencies and your character building materials, and also the contribution that we're all here to make on behalf of other people. And I honor you for doing the work that you do. Heck, I do this work because I see so many of you doing such great work out there for other people. So I really want to tell you how much I appreciate what you do and how much I love doing what I do as sort of a recompense for what you're doing for others. And you know, most of us would do this work whether we got paid to do it or not, because we just have so much passion and compassion and on some level compulsion to do the stuff that we're doing. So I couldn't be more excited. My team and I have been really working hard to put together this package and this bundle for you. These products have taken us a better part of a year to put together, believe it or not, and we are just really ready to roll them out. And I wanted to get them out to you guys first, and then we'll put them out to the rest of the world. Okay, so let's talk about what the educational bundle consists of, because I know you're busy and you've got to go out and help more people, and we've gone through plenty of value in the other videos, and now I just want to really tell you and really encourage you to take action today. Do something for yourself. Get yourself this educational bundle. You can learn from it, you can grow from it, you can teach other people from it, you can actually gain some continuing education credits if you need them. And it's all right here for you, and you're not going to believe what we can do for you here today. Okay, so let's get right into it. So what we're offering is 4 online courses that we've created over the course of the last year. The first one is our Fiduciary Best Practices Volume 1. Fiduciary Best Practices really is a 10,000 foot or 30,000 foot overview, if you will, of what it means to be a fiduciary. In fact, we get into the definition of fiduciary. We then get into the best practices that people should consider when they're acting as a fiduciary, and some of the little tricks and little, I don't know, road bumps or potholes in the road of acting in such a capacity that you may run into, but always getting back to the core concepts of what it means to act in a fiduciary capacity. So in this video, we get into definitions and real basic descriptions of what a fiduciary is and what the various roles of a fiduciary may be, to include conservator, guardian, trust officer, trustee, power of attorney, etc. So on and on and on. So it's a really great tool for people who are not necessarily professionals in the fiduciary industry, but really want to learn about what it means to be a fiduciary. Therapists, clinicians, heck, bankers, and some lawyers who need a better understanding of what a fiduciary is and how they interrelate with the rest of us who are trying to bring services to other people. Great course. I'm very proud of it. The second one that we started to talk about in our very first video last week when I introduced the concept of leadership to you. That is, in describing to you an interrelated service system. I firmly believe that in an interrelated service system, we will all do and perform our best together and for the benefit of our mutual clients, and frankly that our mutual clients will then also thrive. This is actually a term that I came across when I was getting my master's degree in nonprofit management, and I used to use the term integrated very often. And as I was writing the thesis for my master's, I came across the term interrelated, which basically says that it is an interdependent or integrated relationship among 2 or more parties or individuals or entities that maximizes and benefits all. All right, let me translate that into English for you, because here's what it means to me. It means that when you do your work well and I do my work well, the result is going to be we're going to do great work together. And our lives are going to be easier. Our jobs are going to be easier. And when our jobs are easier and when we're doing really good work together, hey, we're going to want to do more of it. And I'm going to start talking about how great it is to work with you. And you might actually talk about how great it is to work with me. And then our group will start to grow and grow and grow. And next thing you know, we have all these people who are willing to work together, and they enjoy working together. And lo and behold, what happens? Our clients really benefit from that. And we're bringing our best selves to the table every single day. So that's the interrelated service systems model that I introduced to you in the very first video from last week, where we were talking about core competencies, leadership, membership. You might recall those videos. If you haven't, you can follow the link below here and go check that out too. The third video that I want to bring to you is the 7 C's of the wellness professions. Now, many of you may know that I wrote an acclaimed book called Saving Melissa, the 7 C's to Cure the Mental Health System. In that book, I talk about all the things that we've learned in 15 years of working with the most gravely disabled populations who are maintaining lives in our community. So people with severe and persistent mental illnesses, the 10% of the population that takes 90% of our resources. And in working with these folks over the past 15 years, what we've studied and determined is that there's 7 characteristics that really make up a good plan and a real good team approach, again, team approach to treating these folks. And what I've also found is that if we take these 7 characteristics and we apply them to any business or any genre or any agency, it will work. It will work wonders. It's just 7 simple concepts that are not rocket science, and it really applies across many, many different kinds of disciplines and many kinds of industries. So I encourage you to check it out, because what I'm really focusing on nowadays is how these 7 principles can impact and better our lives and our performance personally and then professionally, as we spoke about in the last video the other day when we were talking about our character and how to build our character. So it's a great video. It's a great introduction into these 7 core concepts that took us 15 years to discover. And you could have them here in a 2-hour online training course. The final one is a great one. It's called Ethical Decision Making. I met a woman named Vicki Kind, who is out of California. She's a bioethicist. She specializes in end-of-life decision making and compassionate decision making for other people. So I took a lot of Vicki's teachings and her book, and I took them and I sort of applied them to the work that we do as fiduciaries, as clinicians, as team members, as people who are making discharge or treatment plans in the community, caregivers, fiduciaries, etc., who need to make decisions for other people or with other people, and how we go about doing that in the best way possible. It's great stuff. It's great content. Vicki is a mastermind. She takes the idea of how we make decisions and breaks it down in such a way that you say, wow, did I really just do all that just by deciding to get a donut? It's amazing. People that are that talented and that smart can do that. I took a lot of what Vicki was teaching and I put it into this video, and I also took a lot of what we've learned in our world and applied it here as well. So you'll get the double bang for your buck from 2 recognized experts in this field. Now here's the best part. You can possibly get up to 2 continuing education credits. They have been credentialed by, for instance, the National Association of Social Workers. As an attorney running a nonprofit agency, I can offer these courses as continuing education credits as well in some jurisdictions. So you potentially have right here 8 continuing education credits. These courses usually go for over $100. Today, I'm offering them to you for 75 bucks. So you can get up to 8 continuing education credits in the comfort of your own home, at your own schedule, at your own pace, forever, for just $75. If you don't want to use the 2 of the credits this year, you want to save them for next year, Go for it. You've got them. You've got them. You're going to have access to them forever. You're going to own them. So $75 for 4 online training courses. But I think you know me well enough to know that that's not it. That's not all that's in store for you. So hang on a second. I'm going to bring you the next great piece of what we have to offer. Okay, I'm back. You're still with me, I hope, right? Cool. Okay, so here's your bonus materials, okay? For the same $75, I'm going to give you access to my introduction to the Book Yourself Solid system. You heard me speak the other day about one of my friends and mentors, Michael Port. Michael put together this book and this program called Book Yourself Solid back in 2002. And I have to tell you, the minute I listened to the audio version. The minute I heard Book Yourself Solid, it was like a bolt of lightning. It really encapsulates everything I'd been hearing, teaching, reading, throughout all different kinds of disciplines from all the different great thinkers. Michael captured in this one book in one place way back in 2002. It's really an amazing program. This simple book and this simple concept is like following a cake recipe, as they like to say. You put this ingredient in, you do this, you do this, you do this. It is the roadmap that you're dying for. It's the roadmap that you've been looking for to help you get yourself book solid. Book Yourself Solid is based on philosophical as well as practical principles. And I say this all the time. I know you've heard me say it before. Philosophically, we believe in Book Yourself Solid that there are people on this planet that you are here to serve. You're meant to serve these folks. And it's your job, it's your ethical, moral obligation to go out and meet these people and bring them into your tribe and get them into the work that you're doing so that you could fulfill their lives on a better level. Other people, not so much. I'm sure there's plenty of people who've been watching me for the last week and just shut it off. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's not the people that I'm meant to work with. You guys who are still here with me, you guys who are still interested are the people that I'm meant to work with. Now, on a practical level, Book Yourself Solid stands for the principle that marketing, listen to this one, marketing is not what brings you business. I'll say that again. Marketing is not what's going to bring you business. It's true if you think about it, because marketing is just a way for us to send up what I call our bat flare, our bat signal, and let the world know we're here. We're here, here's what we do, here's what I've got to offer. What happens between the time that people find out that you're here, they see the bat signal, and you work with them in that time frame until the time that they're ready to buy from you. That's another very important distinction. When they are ready to buy from you, not when you're ready to buy from them, unfortunately. So from the time they find out about you and what you have to offer to the time that they're ready to buy from you, this period in here is what really matters. What you do in here is what matters most. Marketing isn't going to help you in here. So that's just a real brief overview of Book Yourself Solid. It's an amazing system. For those of you who may have read the book or heard some of the audio on it already, you know what I'm talking about. I am a certified coach and speaker on the Book Yourself Solid system, and I'm a rabid fan. I believe in it wholeheartedly. It's helped me immensely in my practice. So that's a bonus that you will get for this $75 educational bundle that we've been talking about. We all need continuing education credits now. We all need to understand how to build our practices. We all need to understand core competencies and philosophies of different ways to look at cases. We all have to have ethics courses, right? Stay proactive, stay proficient, keep changing lives.